Why is Saudi Arabia building a $500 billion city in the desert? The answer is simple. The end of oil and the display of power. 170 kilometers long, about 106 miles, 200 meters wide, 500 meters tall. The Line, a linear city designed to house 9 million people. This was the most ambitious urban project in human history. Why is this critical? This slide explains everything. The vision for the linear city, the Line. 170 kilometers long, about 106 miles, just 200 meters wide, 500 meters tall, mirrored glass walls. 9 million people were planned to live in this linear space. The urgency of breaking free from oil dependence. Currently, the oil-related sector accounts for a massive share of Saudi Arabia's economy. Vision 2030 aims to increase the private sector's GDP contribution from 40% to 65%. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's ambition. Vision 2030 isn't just about economic transformation. It's a means to demonstrate his power domestically and internationally. The NEOM project was its symbol. But in 2024, the plan was dramatically scaled back. The 2030 completion target shrank to just 2.4 kilometers, about 1.5 miles, with a population under 300,000. That's 1.4% of the original vision. This is the reality that the past decade of Middle East political research has revealed. This isn't speculation. This is an assessment based on data and geopolitical analysis. And this is understandable. Look at the economic data. Follow the historical patterns. This is how you understand the essence of authoritarian megaprojects. Today, let me show you that data. Saudi Arabia is far too dependent on oil. The oil-related sector accounts for a massive share of the economy. Government revenue is heavily influenced by crude oil prices. From 2014 to 2016, crude oil prices plummeted from $100 per barrel to $30. Saudi Arabia's fiscal deficit expanded, and SAMA's foreign assets declined sharply. This vulnerability gave birth to Vision 2030. Continue depending on oil, and the state collapses. Oil price volatility hits the budget directly. The IMF evaluates Saudi Arabia's fiscal position using the metric of fiscal break-even oil price. Vision 2030 sets out 3 economic goals. First, increase the private sector's GDP contribution from 40% to 65%. Second, rapidly expand non-oil exports from 16% to 50%. Third, raise the share of private employment among employed Saudis. Currently, most Saudis are civil servants. Break free from civil service dependence and activate the private economy. The NEOM project was the symbolic flagship of this goal. The Line's original vision was unprecedented. 170 kilometers long, about 106 miles, just 200 meters wide, 500 meters tall, mirrored glass walls. 9 million people living in this linear space. Within a 5-minute walk, daily services like supermarkets, primary health care, and schools. Underground, a high-speed transit system connecting major hubs in minutes. 100% renewable energy, aiming for operational carbon neutrality. This was Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's utopia. But in April 2024, reality became clear. Due to funding shortages and technical challenges, the 2030 completion section shrank to just 2.4 kilometers, about 1.5 miles. The population target is under 300,000. Just 1.4% of the original vision. This is evidence that the prediction, "this will never work," is becoming reality. The NEOM project faces serious challenges. First, construction costs. News organizations like the Financial Times, Wall Street Journal, and Reuters have reported, citing internal documents and sources, that total costs could far exceed initial estimates. Second, environmental burden. Sustaining millions of people in the desert requires massive desalination plants. Water demand varies greatly with population and industrial plans, requiring multi-scenario assessment. Power demand is also enormous. Concerns exist about stable renewable energy supply and the ecological impact of discharging concentrated brine into the ocean. Third, historical failure patterns. Brasília saw over 3 million people flood in, far exceeding its planned 500,000, resulting in infrastructure shortages and slum formation, a different form of failure. Naypyidaw officially claims over 1 million residents, but in reality it's so deserted it's called a ghost town. Authoritarian megaprojects fail in various ways. The NEOM project's true purpose isn't economic. It's power. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman strengthens his power base through this project. He suppresses rival factions within the royal family and solidifies his position as successor. Internationally, he attracts Western investors and tech companies, building an image as a Middle East modernization leader. Political messaging takes precedence over economic rationality. This is a display of authority. Rentier's state theory and research on symbolic megaprojects in authoritarian regimes also point to political motivations beyond economic rationality. In 2024, the reality of the NEOM project became clear. In April, multiple news organizations reported that the 2030 completion section would be dramatically scaled back due to funding shortages and technical challenges. The 170-kilometer, about 106 miles plan shrank to just 2.4 kilometers, about 1.5 miles. The population target is under 300,000, just 1.4% of the original vision. In June, the Saudi government sold additional Saudi Aramco shares, raising about $11.2 billion. Fiscal tightening due to low oil prices is behind the plan scaling back. The original $500 billion vision is shifting to phased development and prioritization. NEOM is a long-term development consisting of multiple projects: the line, OXAGON, Trojana, etc. Investment amounts vary by phase and funding status. The dictator's dream collides with fiscal reality. Now let's organize today's analysis. Here's what this all means. First, NEOM's ambition. The line, a linear city 170 kilometers long, about 106 miles, 200 meters wide, 500 meters tall. Housing 9 million people, increasing private sector GDP contribution from 40% to 65%, expanding non-oil exports from 16% to 50%. An originally $500 billion scale economic transformation. Second, serious questions about feasibility. Construction costs were pointed out by multiple news organizations to far exceed initial estimates. Large-scale desalination in the desert and enormous power demand are challenges. And there are historical failure patterns. Brasília with overcrowding and slums, Naypyidaw becoming a ghost town. Third, the reality of scaling back. In April 2024, the 2030 completion target shrank from 170 kilometers, about 106 miles, to just 2.4 kilometers, about 1.5 miles. The population target is under 300,000. To raise funds, Saudi Aramco shares were sold, raising $11.2 billion. Fiscal tightening due to low oil prices brought the plan back to reality. If you were an investor, would you provide capital to this project? The dictator's dream ends as a castle in the sand. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for joining me on this analysis. Understanding authoritarian megaprojects is understanding the world's power structures. This channel analyzes these intersections of politics and economics. Not emotions, but facts. Not opinions, but mechanisms. Deepening your understanding of the world. Subscribe to the channel and join me next time as we explore the truth about power. I'll see you in the next deep dive.